Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, where the coffee's hot, the bikes are fast. Oh, the bikes are fast. And your comments are thankfully completely ridiculous. It's good to see everybody here. Jason Roberts, Doug Dubbs, Zach Farkash, my dad, Scott Sprouting, Dave Brayman, and 5280 James are all here. Yeah, great to see you guys. It is a beautiful Thursday morning in Western Colorado. Thursday night ride is going down. We are going to cut some trees out of the way. Oh, I bet this is being jumpy. Hang on. Gonna fix that. I don't know why it does that. Scott Copland, what's happening? Come on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Making sure it's at the 1080s. There we go. All right. Yeah. Thursday night ride. We're going to go up Lower Spring Creek to Spring Creek and Dented Door. I don't know which way we're gonna go. We'll go maybe both if we can. There's my mom, Suzanne Spradling. Make sure you say hi to my mom. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're watching this, because my mom will come kick your butt if you don't. Dev, top of the morning, big lunch. You can barely hear me. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Boy, it's like my first time. Here we go. Is that better? Kenneth Keller, good morning and God bless you. God is so good, 100%. Chad Bryan, Steve Gigliotti, dude, best Italian name ever. Speaking of Italian names, I'm guessing. Oh, there's our thumbs down person who refuses to be named. Such a wiener. What was I gonna say? I'm losing my mind. Oh, yeah, Italian. I was just dealing with the folks from Valentini Technologies. I am now the U.S. warranty department for Valentini Technologies, which is pretty cool. Hopefully, we don't have a ton of that going on, which I doubt we will. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They sent me a bunch of all just replacement parts and things like that to make sure that if anyone has troubles. And guys, I swear, like it's my first time, that yeah, I can take care of them over here in the States, and we don't have to send it back. Oh, look at that! You can see a ring light in my glass. My glasses. Kenneth Keller, thank you so much. My mom would agree with you because she's my mom and she's awesome. Yeah, coffee. I'm looking at my coffee mug, make sure I don't have anything weird going on. Good coffee this morning. I don't actually know where it's from. It's probably from Old Bisbee Roasters, but I don't know. We are flush with coffee at the Sprouting household. Massive thank you to everybody who has sent me coffee. Super stoked about that. What is going on? Went to Supercross. It was epic. If you haven't checked out that video yet, I really, yeah, I really like the video I made. I don't know if it's going to do very well on the YouTube. It's doing okay already, but it was so fun to make, just talking to everybody and asking them who they were, how they got into the sport, what they do. It was really fun. And my favorite guy, well, it was really cool meeting Doug Henry. That was awesome. But then, and he was so nice and so a really great guy. But then, honestly, I think my favorite interview was the truck driver from Club MX, and he was rad. Like, seriously cool. So, yeah, it was really fun. I'm going to try to do more stuff like that. And try to get, I don't know, just ask more people. Speaking of that, I'm going to be shooting a video with Intech up in Boise. I'm trying to pronounce that correctly for everybody. It's up. I'm gonna go up there. One of my big sponsors. They've just been helping me for so long. They got me hooked up with moose balls, with obviously Intech stuff like rotors and brake pads and things like that. SKF, and then the most, well, not most recent, but the most recent thing that I've gotten are those forks from Del Saggio. They're the only reason I even know, or Del Saggio even knows who I am, is from Intech, because Intech is the importer. And so yeah, I'm actually going to go up there. Ruth has not replied, but looks like it's going to be May this month. like 26 through 28, maybe 29. If I have time, I'm going to drive up there, check out their warehouse, see everything they got, and then talk to everybody that works there. We'll get those videos like, how'd you get into this thing? And then we're going to go ride dirt bikes in Idaho City, which is going to be awesome. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be awesome. Make sure you stick around for that. And if you're in the Boise area, let me know. Let's go ride. We're going to go with James and everybody. Nick Kupek, how's it going? Ed Deegan, what is going on, my man? How are you? How is the Eastern Slope, and how are all your travels to other worlds? You, of all people, know the craziness of Eastern part of the planet. It's crazy. Well, it's not Memorial Day weekend. It's before that, Zach. So I'm going midweek because they're not open on the weekend, and they're going to their cabin or anyway. So it's going to be it's going to be that the 27th is the day I'm visiting them. Roger Hurd, what's happening, my man? So yeah. Anyway, it's going to be rad. Like I said, Thursday night ride going up Lower Spring Creek, taking a chainsaw. I got a backpack rig this year. I gotta find my other saw. I'm missing a chainsaw. But I have one of them, so I don't know where my other one is. I gotta hunt that down. But yeah, I'm gonna take up. See, I think let me make sure my gains. Oh, there we go. That's better. I don't know what. Hopefully that is better. Let me know if that's better. It should be. I just turned the gain up on the mic. I moved the mic. The mic was way over there. So, yeah. Let me guys know if that is good enough. Sorry about my technical difficulties this morning. Clearly a noob at this. Yeah. Let's talk about dirt bikes, guys. Shoot me questions, whatever you want to know. Yes, Loretta is still here. We're trying to work that out on when he can come pick it up. As you can imagine, we are both crazy busy. So yeah, we'll get it to him. He's not in a big hurry. I'm not in a big hurry. Zach, I am trying to work on when I can get everything ready for you. Because Zach won the Del Saggios, but they don't fit in the forks that he has. So we're going to do probably valve his shock and get him a Mako 360 instead. So that is the plan. I might just do the 360, have it drop shipped to you now so you have something for winning. And then after that, I'll figure out when we can do the shock. It's just craziness. So as you can imagine, we got look at that. You can see in the background, that is just a fraction of the forks we have to valve. It is craziness. So, yeah, we are busy with suspension, which is awesome. I think my WR video has brought us a ton of work because a lot of that stuff is Yamaha. So, pretty stoked about that. That's really, really cool. Love being busy with suspension. It's just a great thing. Yeah, what else is going on, guys? Ask some questions. Shoot me some questions. Supercross is rad. Well, here, let's just breach the subject. My dad. Yeah, Mom, that's my ring light. That's my hold on. Influencer light. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? Let's see. Kent Keller, my question: 2018 300XCW starter will work sometimes, and other times I have to kick it. Most times, if I have to kick it, it will start off the button the rest of the time. Any ideas? When you say it doesn't start, does it turn over but just not light up? If that's the case, then it could be that your battery or starter are getting weak and it's just not spinning it fast enough. So that's a possibility. Or maybe like jetting to get that dialed in, but I bet it's one of those things is getting weak and it's just not going fast enough. Raffy 600 says, You think Del Saggio is the best suspension for my Sherco 300, and A-Kit is better. So, Rafi, I think the Del Saggio is better. That's my personal opinion. A-Kit is brilliant also. But I really like the bladder style. That's what I like about the Del Saggio. That's the thing I think that puts it above KYB stuff. But like A-Kit stuff is freaking crazy nice. So, I mean, you can make either of them work really, really well. The problem, Rafi, is on your Sherco, I do not know if you're going to be able to get a set of those forks, Del Saggio forks for that Sherco, because the Sherco uses KYBs. And literally right now, mine is the only set of Del Saggios that fit with KYBs. So, I don't know. I'm guessing that's going to change. I'm guessing I'm not like the only one that's ever going to get them. I'm guessing they did mine first because they, we see a need and they did it. Thinking that's Roy Moline. What's happening, my man? I haven't talked to you in forever. How are you, man? How is Leadville? Is it still snowy and cold? Your Supermoto video interviews were great. Thanks, Dad. Supercross is what that is. Doug Henry got paralyzed racing Supermoto, which is a mix. Supermoto, in case anybody doesn't know, because it's not a big thing in the States, is a mix of pavement and dirt jumps and craziness. And so, which handlebars are better, Pro Taper Evo or Twin Wall Renthals? Personally, Pro Taper Evo. I've seen my kid break a set of twin walls. I've never seen that happen with Pro Tapers. And Kenneth, on the it won't turn over, I wonder again if that actually very much could be brushes in your starter starting to wear, and it gets to a certain point in there and they're not making contact, and then you kick it and it moves it just a little bit and then it goes. I bet your starter is wearing out. So, what's the major difference between Del Saggio and the MX Tech Lucky cartridges? Nick, I believe it is the bladder, because I don't really know much about the MX Tech Luckies, but I don't think they have bladders in them. So I don't think you put air in those things. MX Tech and I are on the out, so I'm not going to use them. I know they're good. Like I'm not bad mouthing the quality of MX Tech. I just don't like MX Tech, and I don't like their owner. Jarrett Menifee, you ever come over towards Canyon City to ride? East Bear, Lewis Creek, Lions, Snowslide, St. Charles. I have raced over there at the San Isabel Enduro, but I've never just come over and ride. I'd like to. I really like those trails a lot. I went up Snowslide on a 125 in a race, which was epic. So you feel responsible decision to import Phoenix to the U.S.? No, that was a done deal. I knew that was coming. I didn't know before I ordered mine, but as soon as I ordered mine, a buddy of mine contacted me and said he was going to get a dealership. He just didn't know when. So, no, it was already in the works. Justin Callahan, doesn't Del Saggio make the XR kit for the KYB fork? Yes, they do. And I ran them on the Fantic until those FSRs showed up, and they were awesome. It's melting, says Roy, up in Leadville. Fresh snow every morning, less snow than years before. Well, we got riding sooner than most years. That's good for riding, bad for water, but part of the deal, right? How do I stop from ripping the valve stem on my rear tire? Steve, 2 words, moose balls. But if you're going to run tubes, make sure you have a good and very tight rim lock, because that's what's causing that. If it was Ewan, no surprise, he broke a set of bars. It was not 52A James is talking about my kid breaking a set of bars. It was not, actually. It was Thomas. He doesn't get off very much, but when he does, he's usually going really fast. And fortunately, that day he did not get hurt. But yeah, man, he wadded and just snapped the set of twin walls right at where the thing I don't like about them is they broke right where that junction is when they go from fat to skinny. Because I don't know if you've ever seen a pair of twin walls, it's not a smooth transition like a Pro Taper. It's not just one piece of metal. It's 2 pieces of metal bonded, welded. I don't know how they go together. Anyway, so it broke right there, and that was it. he won't run anything else because he likes the bend and no one else makes the exact bend. So he bought another set. I was like, okay. But I'm not into them personally. I mean, whatever. They're fine. It took a heck of a shot to break them, but I've never seen a pair of Pro Tapers do that. I've seen them bend. At least you can still finish a race or whatever. So, all right, let's talk about the Deegan Davies situation, because that's fun. Oh yeah, Bruce Kennedy and Steve removed the nut from the valve stem. Not a problem with the stem disappeared. Yeah, for sure. In Bailey. Zach. Almost got a foot of snow into the Bailey. Holy crap. Yeah, Nick Kupek. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see the boat fly on Havasu? No, I did not. I gotta check that out. Was it for their what do they call that? Desert Storm? But let's talk about Davies and Deegan. What do you guys think? I was there. I watched about 1,000 replays of it. They played at the stadium. My personal belief is I am not a fan of Hayden Deegan. I think he's got an attitude that needs to be checked, especially if he's going to end up being a legacy industry guy. My biggest thing, I always compare him and everybody else to, is his dad, Brian Deegan, and Travis Pastrana. Back in the day, those two were competing in freestyle. Deegan never won a freaking Supercross championship or motocross championship. I don't know if Travis won Supercross, but anyway, you know what I mean. So they were competing. Travis was the good guy, Brian was the bad guy, and we all know how that turned out. Everybody on earth knows who Travis Pastrana is. They all love him. People literally around the world love Travis Pastrana. I'm sure he's a crazy skrillionaire with all of his deals with all the companies, because they all want to sponsor him because he's freaking just awesome. And honestly, if it weren't for Hayden Deegan, not many people would even know who Brian Deegan is anymore, because the whole Metal Militia thing went by a long time ago and he just disappeared. Like I said, if it weren't for his kid, there's a whole generation of people would not know who Brian Deegan is. So if you're looking at that and you're looking at history, you're like, I want to leave a legacy. I want to be in this sport until I'm, because Travis will be in the sport until he's dead, right? He'll be an ambassador for anyone until he is dead. Check your attitude, kid. I mean, the kid's obviously fast. The move, by the way, the whole takeout thing, Davies left it wide open. He said, and that's another thing that I like about Cole, is that he stood on the thing. He could have said all kinds of things about Deegan, but they asked him about the incident. He's like, I shouldn't have put myself in that position. I mean, he just straight up, which elevated him even more above Hayden, in my opinion, because the guy just straight up admitted, hey, I screwed up. I was going too slow and I shouldn't have done it, whatever. I mean, he just, talk about a class act. And Cole, I think, is going to be faster than Hayden, because he's 17 years old and he already whipped him 2 races in a row. So Cole Davies is one bad dude on a motorcycle, and I think that is going to be rad. Was the takeout horrible? No. If it were another team or something like that, whatever. I like rough racing because it wasn't dangerous. He wasn't going to hurt Cole at all. But here's the thing. If I'm their freaking team manager, I am smacking Hayden Deegan in the face after that, because 2 blue bikes on the box looks way better than 1. And that's what he did. He knocked his teammate off the track, which he did not have to do. He said he wanted the win. And dude, I was there. He had him dead to rights. You guys all watched it on TV. You saw it better than I did. He had him dead to rights. He was going to crush him, man. He was going to pass him anyway, right? That was not a problem. And seriously not a problem. He was going to get him on the next 2 turns. He had him covered. He could have just taken a little lower line, done his thing, and he probably would have beat him anyway, because Davies, that turn, because Davies went so wide, could have come in low, gone around him, and then it would have been 1-2 for Yamaha, which looks way better than 1-5 or whatever. So I think he screwed up. I think if I were the team manager, I'd be having a long talk with him. I don't think the takeout was all that bad. Like, honestly, I mean, whatever. Like I said, I like Rough Racing. I like Barsha. I like all those guys. I mean, you go back in time, like Hannah and all those dudes. I love it when there's a rivalry. Like, if it had been Juju Bomer, like, dude, bring it. Like, I love watching those two battle, right? Bruce Kennedy, 100% had Davies checked up and turned under. But, I mean, the thing is, Davies was never going to beat Deegan. Like, Deegan had 2 laps left, and Cole was out of gas, I think. I mean, he just couldn't go any faster, and Hayden was on a freaking tear. So that's my take. I think that Hayden's a jerk, and I wouldn't want to be his teammate because I think he's an arrogant pile. I mean, doing donuts in a supercar with like 4 fake ID. Like, come on, man. Come on. And we've all been 19, 18, 17, whatever, and done really dumb things. The difference is we all didn't have millions of dollars and giant sponsors relying on us to put a good face on it. So anyway, Danny, 100% on Deegan, great rider, crappy attitude. His dad gave the everyone hates on me thing. He feeds on it, plenty of room in the corner. Yeah, for sure, Danny. I agree. Like I said, history will judge this, and we'll see how fast Hayden is on a 450 because everything changes when you get it on a big bike. And honestly, I mean, the I don't know if it's rumor or fact by now, Hayden's going to move up to a 450 for outdoors, and I am freaking excited about that because Tomac's going to be back and he's going to be hungry because of the injury, and he's mad. He's probably a little off the pace, honestly, because he hasn't been riding. But but he's back, and he's obviously going to be strong. Jet and Hunter are back. Sexton's obviously there and super, super hungry and crazy fast. And then we're going to throw freaking Hayden Deegan in the mix. It's going to get interesting, and I'm honestly super excited about that. Like, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a really great outdoor season. So, Cycle Farm, he's just not humble or relatable. 100%. Like I said, you just got to just look at the Pastrana Deegan thing through time, and that's all you have to know. I mean, like if someone said, who would you rather hang out with for a weekend? Would it be Travis Pastrana or Brian Deegan? Dude, all day, Travis. I've hung out with Travis Pastrana. That's how nice he is. He hung out with me in Mexico. He's freaking awesome. Like, he's so rad. So, like, I mean, the problem with hanging out with Pastrana is you might get hurt because he makes everybody do backflips and stuff like that. But totally. I would just, yeah. Anyway, and that's Cole Davies. That's, honestly, Julian Bomer is, I mean, he's a little bit cocky like Deegan, but not. He's a fun kind of cocky, right? Like, he knows he's fast, but he's not a jerk about it. So anyway, oh wow, Roger heard he's getting his own semi for next year. That's just it, because he can afford it, but then also no one wants to hang out with that guy. Like, literally, I would not want to hang out with him at all. I'm waiting for Hayden to be hurting a big get off. Bruce, see, that's the other thing. Like, about his attitude, all these young kids who, honestly, all probably also need to get smacked in the face, all love him because of his attitude and like saying "suck it" and all that stuff, whatever. But like, those young kids are not the kids paying for tickets to Supercross or buying their kids gear or whatever, right? So like, those young kids, they don't have jobs yet, and anyway, you're not catering to the right crowd, in my opinion. Yeah, they are maybe the future of the sport, but maybe not, because they're all lazy snowflakes that don't know how to work hard. So, but the other problem is that, like, when I was in the stadium and that stadium erupted in boos when they showed the replay. Again, the replay, it was so clear that Hayden didn't need to do that to win. Like, I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. No one got hurt. No one was gonna get hurt. Like, honestly, he took it easy on him as far as like gnarly takeout. But but it was just unnecessary. And the freaking crowd erupts in boos. I mean, erupt. The whole stadium for a while was booing. I mean, the whole stadium, right? And like, honestly, after that, I guarantee you, the stadium would have erupted if he'd come around the corner, jumped the triple, cross-rutted, and broken his femur and laid on the ground, and Davies got up and passed him. The crowd would have gone nuts for Davies. They would have been so happy that Hayden got hurt. And do you want to be that kid? Like, do you want to be the guy that everybody's hoping he crashes? No. I mean, I wouldn't. I would much rather be the guy that everybody's rooting for. And everybody's rooting for Cole Davies right now because he's awesome. And while I'm sure Cole didn't grow up like a poor child in a tiny little home or whatever, he didn't have everything handed to him like Hayden Deegan. He didn't have nearly the support. And to watch him kick butt and only 17 years old is super rad. So anyway, that's my take on it. And yeah, I think it's awesome. Yeah, Kenneth Keller, Yamaha better take a hard look at the image Hayden is putting out there. I think so. I mean, they got to obviously don't know who is taking that for like, I don't know who's making those decisions, but they need to really think about that, like the long term, right? Like, what's the long term of our brand? Do we want to just win stuff or win championships, or do we want to promote this sport? So if I were Yamaha, I'd drop his ass right now. I'd be like, that's it, dude. You can't say suck it to all your fans. We're done. Like, thanks, contract terminated. He'll go get another contract, make more money, and still win races. But if I'm Yamaha, that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, kind of douchey. Exactly. And yes, Deegan is losing fans every time he opens his mouth. He just needs to shut up. Just put your head down, go to work, let your riding talk for it. It's awesome. Oh yeah, dude, David Hogue, perfect. There's always something coming up behind you that will put the bad dude in his place. It's coming. Dude, if you don't think Cole Davies is gonna do it, you're crazy. That kid. Now, I've heard a lot of talk about how his coaches and everything don't actually think Cole is going to be that good outdoors because he has been like laser focused on Supercross. And just, I mean, that is literally all he's done to, like, I mean, that's his dream. That's his goal. Obviously he's going to race outdoors, and obviously he's going to be fast but I hope he's only 17, so he's got a long time to like get better at that. And I hope that Cole just comes up and wipes the field because he's faster than Hayden on a lot of days. My friend was at the fan signing with his little kids, and Hayden wouldn't even stand up for a picture. Yeah, he's my roost to your face. By the way, that's a great name for a YouTube channel. Canceled on Yamaha. I still love my Yamaha, and I'm gonna go with the fact that I met Doug Henry, who was an awesome ambassador for Yamaha, and I'm going with that. Also, let's not be soft fans. Remember back in the day, the bashing that took place, not the words on the podium, but the track. Oh yeah, Hanson, Justin. Like I said, I love hard racing. I mean, I don't want anybody to like do just stupid T-bone, like when you have no chance of passing the person, you just smack them. That's unnecessary because someone's gonna get hurt for no good reason. But dude, I'm all for Bam Bam. I'm all for all those guys. I like Jason Anderson, dude. I love the way those guys race, rough and hard, and it's racing, man. It's dirt bike racing. It's dangerous, 100%. Especially if that person is not on your team. like this dude, he's a teammate, man. Like, again, 2 Yamahas on the podium looks a million times better than 1. So again, Yamaha, that's the thing. That's the deal. I would just be livid. It's like, dude, we're writing you checks, and yeah, of course he makes tons of money. He can go anywhere, make a ton of money, blah, 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 blah. But right now, I'm your boss. You don't do that to a teammate. And if you do what you did, you're off. You're gone. And we'll find another fast kid. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. I don't think the takeout was all that bad. I don't think it was unwarranted if it were another team. Or, again, Juju Bomera, those guys, like Juju and Hayden, they go back and forth off the track. You don't even see all, like, on social media, all that stuff. So if those two morons want to get into a tussle, fine. KTM versus Yamaha, go for it. Like that, I mean, whatever. Don't hurt anybody, but, like, you know, have fun. But, man, teammate, dude, that is a terrible decision. Speaking of Jason Anderson, the reason for his absence is bad. Yeah, I didn't ever hear. What is the reason? I got 3 minutes left because I do need to go because I have to go get gas for bikes for riding tonight and be back and get work done because I got lots of it to do. God, I got so much. But yeah, I didn't ever read what happened. I didn't follow up on that. I saw something. I didn't ever follow up. So. Someone shoot that out. Also, if you have any questions, we'll take one more question. Sorry about the whole rant on Deegan, but I don't know. I just needed to say what I had to say. Kids, if you're watching this, do not be like Hayden Deegan, except for the fast part. Be more like Jet Lawrence. I mean, Jet Lawrence is a perfect example, honestly. He's cocky. He is... he's a bit arrogant, a little bit, not real, like whatever, but he's a good dude, right? Like he's a good guy. He's crazy fast. He backs up everything he does with a really good riding. You could be like that. My rooster to your face, then it's Davies' fault for not letting his teammate by. Dude, did you watch the race? Davies was so far up on that thing, like he opened the door for him to go by without any problem, in my opinion. Due to ongoing health concerns, he initially pulled out of Seattle Supercross due to a family emergency. Oh, man, that sucks. Sanders Sandwiches, what's happening? Also, he did the same thing with George Smith. Yeah, like, dude, I think Davies was doing exactly what he should be doing. Riding hard, going for a win, but like I said, dude, he went way wide. I mean, it almost looked like he went wide to let him by. I don't think that's exactly what happened, but anyway, he didn't do a crazy inside line and ride a big wide bike, in my opinion. Here, when can we buy the new 360 Pro Lock? I don't know, man. I'm hoping soon because yeah, I don't know. I love it. The Pro Locks, I've got them on the Fantics in the van. Got them on the Fantic still with. I'm not using their 5150 in this tire. I've got the Tax Pro, anyway, the Tax Half Moose thing on an IX or a JX8, excuse me, and it is crazy traction. I went riding and I totally didn't bring a camera, which I kind of was on purpose, but then later I wished I had because I went up a really, really hard trail, and I kind of just like sat down and put my legs out and just and just climbed up. Dude, so much traction. It was crazy. But let's see. We're going to leave you guys with the Bible verse. I like the one that Kenneth just said. I got to look up my my version here. I love you guys. Yeah, oh, it's good. So, John 1:1. In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Talking about Jesus. Guys, I love you so much. God bless each and every one of you. And sorry if I missed any questions or anything like that. I just love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all my members. I really, really appreciate the members of the channel. If you guys don't know, you can join the channel and give me money every month. I'm just going to say exactly what it is. It helps with all this, going to Supercross, all that stuff, right? So I just thank you for all the members. If you want to join, please do. You also get early access to the videos and a members only ride, which I got to figure that out. Sorry, I haven't decided on that. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we're going to do it. So I love you guys so much. You are my favorites. Punk Rock Club, you're more my favorite, just so you know. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, but more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes!